Hello YouTube, this is Asatsu5 and I got a controversial video for you today. This is on, the issue is crossbow hunting. Um, some people are against it, some people are for it. I'm personally for it. Um, People who are against crossbow hunting for able-bodied people say that it's a crippled's weapon, and unless you have an upper body hindrance, you shouldn't use it. Well, my personal crossbow cannot be pulled back with any cocking aids, i.e. a crank or any cocking aids whatsoever. You have to do it the old way, and no crippled person can pull back my crossbow. So what good is it to him? But this is my point of view. There is nothing unethical with hunting with a crossbow. If you're a sportsman hunter, and you're not hunting for survival reasons, there should be no reason why you can't use a crossbow. Because to me, hunting, at least my opinion, should be about one, taking down an animal cleanly and humanely, putting food in the freezer, and enjoying the sport. And really, I'm not really too big on antler hunting. I'd rather kill a doe. I really would. Anyways, to say that for a hunter can only use a compound bow, a longbow, or a recoil bow, and can't use a crossbow, it's like for you to go up to a gun hunter and saying they can only use a single action or single shot rifle, and that they cannot use a repeater rifle, or they can only, or if you're a handgun hunter, you can only use a single shot or single action revolver handguns. You can't use double action handguns or semi-automatic pistols. It just doesn't make any sense. It's like for me to go to an archer, a conventional archer, and saying, you cannot use a compound bow, you can only use a longbow or a recoil bow, because using a compound bow is too easy. The range is a lot greater, the power of a compound bow is a lot greater. You don't have to hold back the full draw weight on a compound bow. It's too easy. It's not ethical. It's not fair chase. It just does not make sense. That's it. And really, the hatred between crossbow archers and conventional archers goes back thousands of years, during the medieval times. Longbowmen always hated crossbowmen because you can train a guy to shoot a crossbow within a few days, and you can go out, let them go out and do their thing, whether it's combative shooting or hunting shooting. They pretty much mastered the weapon. And I'll admit, there's a whole new challenge level for people who are hunting with a longbow or a compound bow. I've shot them. I've shot longbows and I've shot compound bows, and there's varying degrees of difficulty with each one. I just think that with every hunter is an individual, and each have their own difficulty level. To some people, hunting with a rifle is a personal challenge. They feel challenged with it, and that's their preferred weapon. To others, hunting with a handgun is a personal challenge. It's a little bit more difficult, but they still can put down the animal cleanly. So what? They hunt with a handgun. I've hunted with a handgun. I've enjoyed it. Let's see. Yeah. So, who are you to say that something is too easy? You know, if this other person has never shot a bow before and they want to get into archery by using a crossbow, let them use a crossbow. Eventually, they might want to go into a compound bow. And then after that, eventually, they might want to get into a recoil bow and get into traditional archery. That's just stepping block for them. But a little history lesson. I can't remember which pope did it, but one of the popes tried to outlaw crossbows because they said it was unfair to the longbowmen. And you know what? A new weapon took the place on the chopping block after the crossbow, and that was the gun. People back in the day hated guns because it was too simple. It gave the common man a way to kill nobility, and with very little skill. But yes, if you say that an able-bodied man should not be able to use a crossbow, that's like me saying to another archer that in archery season you cannot use a compound bow, you can only use a long bow or a recurve bow, traditional archery, because a compound bow is too easy. And really, in the grand scheme of things, although compound bows are more difficult than rifle and gun hunting, it's really, as long as you practice, it's really not that much more of a challenge as far as accuracy is concerned. If you practice, you can put that arrow where you want it every time. And that's it. That's my opinion. Let's see if there's any more talking points I want to go over. Hunting is an individual man's challenge. It's not a spectator sport. It's to challenge yourself in different ways. And if you're proficient in your weapon of choice, then so be it. I like crossbows. I like regular archery as well. I like guns. I like handguns. As long as I get meat in the freezer, I really don't care. In Texas, it's legal where I live for an able-bodied man to hunt with a crossbow. I don't need anybody telling me that it's too easy, that I'm taking the easy way out. It is my own personal challenge. And once I get bored with it, I might move up to traditional archery. Who knows? But I wanted to share that with you. It's not my intention to offend any traditional archerist or compound archerist. It's not my intention to offend you or to offend anybody in the hunting community. I'm just giving another point of view, and it's my hope that we as a hunting community will come together and support one of each other and to promote our sport and to help each other. We shouldn't be arguing with each other whether or not crossbows are ethical or not. We should be protecting our sport against people who don't like it. It's a legitimate outdoor activity, and I want to see that activity survive. And to me, we should be supporting one each other, not fighting each other. I'm Asatsu5. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'm out.